Here's a MATLAB myth I need to kill, right at the start. A while loop does not sit there watching your variable, waiting to pounce the moment it changes. That's not how a computer works at all. It checks at one exact moment, runs some code, and checks again. Get that one idea wrong, and your program freezes, or crashes, or quietly does the wrong thing, and you won't know why. Think about a savings account. You don't stare at your balance in real time, watching it tick up dollar by dollar. You check it once. If it's below your goal, you close the app, wait a month, interest gets added, and only then do you open the app and check again. Check. Wait. Check. MATLAB's while loop works exactly like that. It checks a condition, the loop's true or false test, before doing anything. If it's true, it runs one full iteration, one complete pass through the code inside. Then it comes back and checks the condition again. Not before, not during. After. Here's the syntax. You write while, then a condition in parentheses. Below that, the body. Every line MATLAB runs if the condition is true. You close it with the word end. Not a curly brace, the word end. Now, the part almost everyone forgets. Somewhere in that body, something has to change the value the condition depends on. That's the control variable, the variable that decides when to stop. If nothing in the body touches it, the condition sees the exact same value, forever. Let's build a real example and watch this happen, line by line. Here's our example. We start with a balance of $1,000, and our goal is $1,200. Notice something first. We don't know ahead of time how many times this will run. That depends on the interest rate and the goal. That's exactly the kind of job while is built for. Now watch what MATLAB actually does. Before touching a single line inside, it checks. Is balance less than goal? 1,000 is less than 1,200. True. So it runs the whole body. That's iteration 1. Balance becomes 1,000 times 1.05, which is 1050. It prints that. Body's done. Now, the key moment. MATLAB does not react the instant balance changed. It goes back to the top and checks again, from scratch. Is 1050 less than 1,200? True. Iteration 2. Balance becomes 1102.50. Check again. True. Iteration 3. 1157.63. Check again. Still true. Iteration 4. Balance becomes 1,215 to 1. MATLAB checks one more time. Is 1250.51 less than 1,200? False. The loop stops. 4 iterations, and the very last thing that happened was a check that failed, not a line of code running. And here's the flip side. If balance had started at 1,500, already past the goal, that very first check would be false, and the body would never run. Not even once. Same code, 0 iterations. Now let's break it, on purpose. I'll comment out the one line that updates balance. Same loop, same condition, nothing else touched. I run it. Balance is 1,000. Condition checks. Is 1,000 less than 1,200? True. It runs the body. It prints balance. But nothing inside that body changed balance. So MATLAB checks again. Still 1,000, still true. And again. Forever. Look at the command window. It isn't frozen. It's working incredibly hard, checking a condition that can mathematically never become false. This is an infinite loop, and the fix isn't a MATLAB command. It's Control-C, typed straight into the command window to force it to stop. You already know if, so here's the whole difference in one breath. If checks a condition once, runs the body if it's true, and moves on no matter what happens next. While checks runs the body, and instead of moving on, goes back and checks the exact same test again. If asks once, while keeps asking until you give it a reason to say false. So remember the cycle. Check, run the whole body, check again. Never watching, only checking. one moment at a time. Forget to update your control variable, and you've built an infinite loop by accident. Here's your challenge. Change gold to 900 in this exact code. How many iterations run, and what's the final value of balance? Work it out by hand, then check it in MATLAB. Put your answer in the comments. I'll pin the first correct one. All the code from this video is free on GitHub. Link in the description. Clone the Learn MATLAB repo, open the while loop folder, and you've got all 3 examples ready to run alongside what you just watched. Try the challenge yourself, then come back and tell me what you got.